Today is Tuesday, November 23rd. It's 9:33 p.m. and today has been not the best. I'd argue it's been actually pretty awful. Anyways, I know for a fact I'm not going to be any happier in the morning, so I'm editing an episode I recorded 3 weeks ago. My guest name is Helena. And we met when I was giving away donuts on campus to promote the show, Derapy. We're just going to go through her Twitter and break down some stuff. It's nothing too wild. I may sound down right now, but I didn't when this was being recorded.
Derapy Season 3. On May 4th of this year, you tweeted, "Determined to include the proper use of the phrase 'for whom' in this paper, even if I gotta take detours along the way." What's your relationship with the phrase 'for whom'? Why do you feel like you need to use it?
I just really enjoy technical, I guess I really enjoy words. I like words. I like vocabulary. I'm a fan. I have like a list on my phone of just random words I like. So I really was I was writing this essay and I wanted to include "for whom" because that makes me feel like a smartass, like in a good way. And so, but there's only like a few ways you can include like "for whom" in a sentence properly. So it took me way too long to get there, but I did, and I properly included it in my sentence.
Go ahead and try it now. Use "for whom" in a sentence.
Let's see. Well, there's the original "for whom the bell tolls, it tolls for thee," which is some poem. Can't even remember who.
When I heard you say "for whom the bell tolls," I was like, she's gonna quote J. Cole, and that's crazy. What are y'all?
J. Cole!
But no, it was something a lot less lame. That's fine.
It's just some random poem.
Yeah, poems. No.
I think that's Jack Frost or something like that. Not Jack Frost, someone Frost.
Jack Frost is the
He's
snow
the
guy.
I think that's one of the Frosts.
It's somebody in the Frost family.
Yeah.
On May 27th, you tweeted, "I love doing fun shit and telling no one." I'm just taking a stab here in the dark, but that sounds like somebody that is doing something alone. Are you alone? Were you lonely? What's the vibe here?
Actually, it's the opposite. It was more like I don't like to include my relationships with men very often on my social media just because in the past I have included it and it didn't go well for me. So now I just like go do a bunch of shit with random people and dudes and guys and I'll hang out, but it's like, it's no one's business.
Until now.
Like I think I went to a concert or something and it was like, I didn't need to post it on my social media. I don't have to like include that on my Snapchat story or whatever. Mm-hmm. I actually truly enjoy doing fun shit and taking no photos and telling no one.
Yeah, and you also like the idea of teasing people on Twitter of the fact that like, hey, I'm out here doing something.
Yeah.
But you don't get that.
I want people to know that I'm doing something. I don't want them to know what I'm doing or who I'm doing it with, but I just like want everyone to know I'm having fun.
That's like a nice little flex. I think I'm gonna start doing that.
Right.
Like every time I go to Shake Shack or something, I'm gonna like post a snap with a black screen that says "we eating good over here," but like no picture of the food.
You don't get to know what though.
Yeah.
It's none of your business.
It's a secret. June 7th. Who knew the secret to cooking ramen was just not cooking it in microwave? How did we come to this conclusion?
I actually knew that way before, but I didn't know it would be so much better if you just boil the water, and I'm so lazy about cooking that I didn't ever like care enough to boil water because I felt like it would take too long. And then one time someone just like made it for me and boiled it and it was so much better that I just felt like a fool.
I'm a very weird person when it comes to stuff like that. Like, I feel like if I'm not putting ramen in the microwave, then the amount of work I have to put into making the ramen, it's like I might as well eat real food.
Right.
But it's actually a lot easier than you thought.
Yeah, it honestly probably takes the same amount of time to like boil, maybe like double, 8 minutes maybe instead of 4.
That's not the same amount of time.
In the microwave, you know? But it's like enough better that it's like whatever, just go to the bathroom, go do some squats or go get some water, do something fun, I don't know.
Do a couple push-ups,
yeah.
Watch a YouTube video,
yeah.
Look outside, pet your cat, ramen's done.
Ponder like the meaning of the universe and then now your ramen's ready.
Yeah, it'll be ready. Do you use like the flavoring packs?
I do. It's like the really crappy ramen. Like I want the crappy ramen.
Gotcha.
Unless I'm like, gonna go to a ramen place and get like the good ramen. But otherwise I want like the 36-cent ramen.
Like if you have the time and resources to go to an actual ramen place, like why are you even eating ramen?
For real. Just like Uber Eats it.
People are weird. I would never leave my house to eat ramen. June 16th. I would like a TikTok career. Seriously?
It sounds so easy. And it sounds like think about all the like TikTok girls that are just literally like so famous now and up and coming. I would love a TikTok career. It sounds like a great way to make money very easily.
What's your relationship with TikTok like today? You spend a lot of time on there?
I really don't. See, my thing is I would like any influencer career because it sounds really easy.
I feel you.
It sounds really easy and like a great way to just kind of make money.
I read this story one day that Kim Kardashian was offered she gets offered, I think it's $1 million for a sponsored Instagram post. And I was like, how is this fair?
Right.
How did she get there?
Right. And I'm not and I never will be Kim Kardashian level, but there are plenty of like micro influencers that just get free stuff and they get their name out there. And I'm like, I would love to get free stuff. I would love to like partner with brands and just talk about the things I enjoy. I would never sell my soul. I would be a wholesome influencer. Yeah, like I would do a great job at it, I think.
I think I would sell my soul. If my podcast could be officially sponsored by like Cash App or Manscaped or something that I love.
Hate.
Yeah,
something you love. Okay.
I will like give a couple fingers. Like I might sell my soul. I want to make it so bad.
I wouldn't like sell out in the way that I would partner with a brand I like don't agree with like what they're doing or selling.
Right.
That's what I mean. But I mean, I don't mind like, doing a little deal with the devil like for whatever.
This is in late June. If anyone in Nashville is reading this and would like to be friends, I'm free on Thursday night and would like to hang out. Please respond to this and hang out with me on Thursday night when I am free. Are you okay here? Like, what's going on?
Aw, so that's like based off of some other original tweet, which is basically like the same wording, but like at some famous person. But
it's an obscure reference.
It's an obscure reference. Had to be there. But I moved to Nashville like a year and a half ago, and I just don't have a lot of friends. I was lonely. I was bored.
You have friends now?
Like, not really. I have like maybe one or two. I mean. So like I could retweet that right now and if anyone wants
and
to
it would
hang
just
out.
be like serious.
Yeah,
like it wouldn't be a reference
that wasn't
anymore.
even like trying to be funny.
I read this and I was like, oh, I don't know if this is a joke or if she's like this desperate for companionship.
I just don't have friends here and I was bored and I wanted to just do some fun shit.
And not tell anyone about it.
Yeah, okay, I got you. I just wanted to check in.
It sounds sad now that I'm like, dang.
So, on September 1st, you retweeted this picture. The caption of this picture that you retweeted says, if the planets don't matter, then why are they fucking there? I'm assuming this is a reference to horoscopes. Mm-hmm. See, I wouldn't know because I'm not a horoscope person. Explain to me the relationship between planets and, like, how you should feel about your life.
Well, so I'm into astrology, so I guess that was just someone, like, attempting to defend the, just the validity of astrology, which is neither here nor there, but I agree with, I mean, honestly, if the planets don't, that's right. If the planets don't matter, why are they there?
That is a great philosophical question.
So that's what I'm saying.
I don't want to, like, okay, I'm not going to cut this. Like, just think for a second, like, what do planets do? Like, what do they do? Why is it important for us to know their names? Why do they even have names?
So one time I watched this, like, it was maybe some Neil deGrasse Tyson shit, but it was very, like, interesting. So I learned about, like, the creation of the solar system. And I learned that if like, Jupiter didn't exist, or it was one, actually it was if we didn't have Saturn, mm-hmm. like we never would have existed as a solar system because Jupiter was such a big planet. It was like taking all the initial
something gravitational pull.
Yes, so it was taking all this, it was so big, it would have had such a huge gravitational pull that if Saturn didn't come into fruition and exist, like the whole solar system would have been screwed.
Yeah, it sounds like Saturn's pretty underrated.
Saturn is very underrated.
We need to give Saturn her flowers.
And honestly, in astrology, it relates because Saturn is a very serious but like purposeful planet.
Very serious stuff. Okay, good. I'm glad that we got to the bottom of this because, like, on the surface, like, I'm just looking at this picture of Squidward with his neck bent, and I'm like, I don't know how much depth there is to this. But we really reached a point where we're talking about, like, the necessity of Saturn's existence.
Right.
And I feel like that's why it's so important to explore these ideas.
Totally.
What a beautiful platform this is. On September 22nd, you tweeted, "What does the M in M&M stand for?" Nicole replied, "Marshall Mathers." You replied, "Meow Mix." She replied, "Multiple myeloma." You replied, "Mommy Milkers." And then she replied, "Bitch!" And you retweeted that. Please?
I retweeted bitch because that was me winning. I won that. And the funniest part is that she definitely has mommy milkers, so that was probably her.
Oh.
Yeah,
well.
rough for her, but you know.
I don't multiple myeloma is pretty good.
I think I won. She didn't have a response.
Yeah, mommy milkers. Yeah, okay, fair, good. All right, makes sense. The original tweet is, "If you steal at self-checkout, you're a bum. I don't give a fuck. It ain't cute." Somebody quote tweeted that and said, "Walmart ain't gonna let you fuck, bro." For maybe an older listener or somebody that's not familiar with the internet, how could you explain the humor of this?
That's a tough one. Let's see. Because there's a trend of saying things on the internet in an effort to improve their self-image and impress people and maybe even establish some sort of relationship. So
people like to look virtuous.
It's just it's the virtue signaling and the ass kissing. It's the virtue signaling and the ass kissing.
And I think the idea of this original post is this person acknowledging the fact that people are stealing from self-checkout and them calling them a bum. I think it's kind of ridiculous because who actually cares?
Right, and these companies are $1 million, if not $1 billion corporations. It's gonna be all right. They're gonna be okay. If someone's stealing, how about it's none of your business? It's none of my business.
Yeah, maybe don't be a tattletale.
Yeah, exactly. Snitch.
Yeah, Walmart ain't gonna let you. On October 21st, you tweeted, "I'm gonna let people keep thinking crypto and NFTs are a scam for as long as they want. I don't care. I got these titties sitting very pretty." Okay, so you had me in the first half, and then I don't, go ahead, just.
So yeah, there's a song I like by Tinashe, where that's the lyric
I got these titties sitting extra pretty in a bra.
And so I guess the song was stuck in my head, I think, and I felt very in reference to the tweet, I see a lot of other content out there on the internet about people literally just making jokes about how big of a scam NFTs are, which at first whenever I learned about NFTs I was haha, I was in on the joke in that way.
It does sound like a scam.
It does sound like a scam.
I don't get it.
Actually, a lot of people don't. That's the whole point. But actually, I've recently gotten pretty seriously into crypto, and I've kind of been studying NFTs a little bit. And it's definitely an interesting world. It's definitely not a scam. I think it's the start of something way bigger that we're gonna head into in the future with technology and the internet. And so to me, it's not a scam. It's definitely my friend the other day texted me. He bought an NFT for $500 and he sold it in a few days for $3,000. Oh! So definitely not a scam. I mean, if you know what you're doing and you know how to do it right, you can make hella money. So I was just really kind of attempting to it was funny because I don't need to explain it to anyone. I guess I'm explaining it right now. But it was we're just I'm gonna let people keep thinking what they think about it because that's an opportunity for me to go make money and other people to just miss out on that chance. And
absolutely. I would argue that it's better to not even reference it or mention it at all because the more people that know about it,
exactly.
the more crowded the market will be.
You can keep thinking it's a scam all you want. My titties are sitting very pretty on $3,000. Something like that,
Well articulated.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining me in Derapy today. New sessions every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Follow me on Spotify. Follow me on Apple Podcast. Absolutely free. Give me 5 stars if you enjoyed. If you didn't like it, don't do anything. But share it. Maybe somebody else will like it.
You better go crazy!
I'm Lil Dicky if you took rap serious. Black, what I am, never been to Hogwarts, but I'm curious. Haters see the numbers and they furious. I'm a small man, got big plans, I'm Tyrion.
I drink and I know things.
One more Game of Thrones reference and you'll shut it off. Send me off to Castle Black, cause I swear to God, I want it all. All the smoke that I can handle, but I'm not a smoker. Gambling with these investments in my craft, but never played poker. I'm yelling like I'm Meek Mill so you can hear me.
competition should fear me. I mean it so sincerely. I'm fighting fire with fire so I can stay hot like Baywatch. Just a matter of time till I blow like a Michael Bay plot.
You better stop.
But I will not. I simply don't know how. I am way too proud. I'm earning my crowd. I have to stay loud. Busy on my grind. Get used to the sound. This is now my life.